It's freaking 3:30 in the morning, dog. This is what happens when you work for a living. You gotta get up and go to work. Gotta be quiet though, because the rest of the family's still sleeping. I love my job, I love my job, I love my job. So when you work as many hours a day as I do, you gotta make sure you take enough food with you to last you all day. I'm generally gone away from home about 16, 17 hours a day by the time I drive to work, home from work, do all that stuff. So, gotta make the donuts to stay fed while you're gone. All right, got my lunch bag and my backpack. Time check, 3:57. Still pretty dark outside. All right, time to get the rest of my stuff together and get out into the garage. Now I can make a little bit more noise. I'm outside. And I usually leave before 10 after. Just got a couple more things to add in my bag here. Some water. Pop or two. And then I let the truck warm up for a few minutes. All right, it's about 9 after 4. Truck's been running for a few minutes. Our temps are coming up, and we getting ready to bail. Got about a 45-minute drive. Generally goes a little faster. It's Sunday morning, so got that glare from that light through my windshield. Usually goes a little bit faster on Sundays because there's obviously a lot less traffic. Alright guys, I know I said I was going to check in with you at work, but check this out. This is how you know you're in the country. You come up to a railroad track. And it shows that it's a crossing, but there's no lights, no arms, no nothing. So you better stop, look, and listen as you go across these tracks, or you might get ran over. All right, talk to you in a sec. All right, guys, we're getting on the expressway here. I literally seen one semi between my whole track, between my house and the expressway here. And I just seen him getting off the freeway. And it is 4:26 right now. So generally if I'm on the freeway before 4:30, I'm golden because I don't speed. The freeway will be pretty empty this morning, hopefully. It usually is. entrance of the airport here. I don't know why those people always turn like that. They turn like fucking idiots. Now watch, he'll try to come flying up past me on the right side. Here's the security checkpoint. Have a badge for the airport, you ain't getting in here. Not on this side anyway. Gotta have what's called a SIDA badge. Security sensitive badge. So you can get on to the airport without having to go through like the TSA security. A final little drive here in the work. It's a big bump right here on this curve. Wish they'd fixed it already. Right there it is. Kind of see the hangars coming up here. Truck, same year dually, beautiful truck. He's been talking to me about the different things I've got done to mine. See backing up here. I like that cover he's got on his. I'm gonna have to see what kind it is. Come on, roll up. All right, there it is, guys. We are here. 501. All right, before I shut the truck off and it gets any lower sitting here, just wanted to show you guys what my average fuel economy was. It's 26.5 when I stopped, so it's 26.4, and it'll go down as the truck sits here and idles obviously. So 502. All right, I gotta get my stuff together and start walking in. So here's the walk. Gonna go way down to those red doors down there. Alright guys, here's a little overview of my office here. So I got these three screens here, and this is basically just showing me what workloads are on the airplanes, what's flying, some of what's flying today, and the workload that we have on our international stuff, what my manpower is, and then I track all the planes on my screens up here. So if I need to have any meetings or anything, obviously I'll have it at my meeting desk here, but this is my office. Not very big. I share it with another shift manager. So you got a day shift guy, which is me, and then you got the night shift guy. We run, supposed to run 12-hour shifts, but we're generally, like I said, 13, 14 hours here between drive and all that. I'm usually gone 16, 17 hours from work because I never get out of here on time. But that's my terminal view. That's all the airplanes that are sitting at the terminal right now. So all the ones that have green next to them are all ready to fly. Ready to get pushed off the gate and fly. The little ones that you see that have red next to it means they got workload on them. There's my hangar shot. So this is some of my offices at the hangar down here. We're in this building right here. But that's all the airplanes I got sitting on my ramps and inside my hangar bays right now. And then that one over there is my other hangar that I cover. So today I'm a little short-handed on manpower. I have 3 supervisors here. I should have 5. So I should have 2 at the terminal operation covering all that stuff, 2 at the service center covering all that stuff, and then 1 at the other hangar covering that, because that hangar's a little smaller. And I have 3. So basically I have a guy in each area working with the mechanics and helping get these airplanes out on time. I got a great group of guys that work for me, and we get a lot of work done out of this place, that's for sure. So right now it's about 6:53 a.m. We have what's called star flights. So those are basically any airplane that sit on the ground or that is here longer than 6 hours. So we're trying to get all those off because a lot of those have passengers with connecting flights somewhere else. So the plan is to get those out on time and make sure we have 100% star this morning. So this is what I do, guys. I monitor this, and anytime I have any issues, obviously somebody's gonna call and let me know what I got going on, and we'll have to quarterback that. So gonna be a long day. I'll show you guys when I walk around and drive around later. All right, guys, it's about 8:20. I'm making my rounds out on the ramp now. There's a couple things I gotta look for here. These are our storage aircraft. So these are ones that have been in storage since all this craziness started happening last February. Well, a year ago, February, I should say. So a couple things that we got to make sure of, and it's not really that cold outside right now. It's above freezing, so we don't really care if the planes have the heaters on them, because you got to keep the planes warm. When they're sitting on the ground, they got water in them. The water systems and lav systems, all that stuff will freeze. They're sitting on the ground below freezing, but it's not below freezing now. It is kind of windy, but one of the biggest things is the security checks that we have to do. And I drive through quite a few times a day just checking everything. So if I don't have a mechanic physically working on an airplane, the stairs have to be at least that far away from it. Stairs cannot be up to a plane that does not have anybody on it. And you can see all these stairs are all pulled back. And that's part of the TSA regulations that basically tell us that our airplanes have to be secured if there's not anybody on them, even when they're sitting out here in this secure area on the ramp. And then we'll have power hooked up to them if we got anything to do to them, because we won't sit out here and run the APUs. So you can see a power cart hooked up to that one. That 107 just got here. That'll be at RON for tonight. RON means remain on the ground, or remain overnight, I should say. And these are ones that were here from last night. That'll be leaving in a little bit, but you can see all the stairs are pulled away from them, and they all have power on them. And that just allows us to go up and turn all the systems on the plane and do our checks and do all that stuff without actually having to waste gas by keeping the APUs, the auxiliary power units, running throughout the night while we do our checks and stuff. So pretty big for saving money. And every gate or every parking spot out here has a power cart and a heater cart at it. That's what you're seeing here, all these carts. And some of the big planes you actually have to have 2 power carts on to actually even power them, like the 787 over there. So, and I'll drive through all the ramps and at the different hangars, and I'll drive through the terminal and check all that stuff as well. And to get prepared for my 9:30 conference call that I have to do. All right, there's the ramp. All right, guys, just made it back in the truck. Letting it warm up a little bit. Get ready to head home. It's just about 6:40. And it's like, what, it's 45 degrees out still. So letting the truck warm up. And we'll be hitting it here shortly. Daylight savings time means it's daylight when I leave now. It was dark before. Kind of sucks. Dark when you drive in, dark when you drive home. Man, I'm so glad spring and summer's coming. But we'll see what time I get home now. Like I said, 6:38. I'm about to hit the road now. Probably about a 50-minute drive or so. All right, guys. Here we are. Just pulled up in front of the garage. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Hold on. Oh, too bright. There you go. 7:40. Made it home. I don't know, will we leave after 10 after 4 this morning? Up at 3:30. So that don't leave me much time. I gotta be up at 3:30 tomorrow too. So that give me a few hours to go in here and get me a shower and get myself situated. So let's see what time I hit the rack tonight. All right, guys, that's it. Everything's set for the morning. Showers have been had, snacks have been eaten, and it is time to go to bed. And we gotta get up at 3:30 again tomorrow morning and do it all over again. There's the clock that started it all. 10 p.m. I'm ready for bed. It's been a long day.